Welcome back, my name is LastKnownMeal and today we have some exciting news about Netflix The Witcher. Guess what? Netflix officially showcased new updated looks for Geralt, Ciri and Yennefer, as well as the official logo and the cover image. This was actually posted moments ago on their official Instagram profile, and the showrunner Lauren Schmidt shared it on her Twitter. Well, let's just jump right into this because this looks really good. First off, Henry Cavill as Geralt of Rivia. I'm not going to lie, I was really afraid of how his character is going to look like. If you remember the first test shot, for a lot of people that was a giant no. Even though I repeated many times, this is only a test, not the final look. But we finally take a look at the costume and makeup. Now the face looks good. It's not clean shaven, but a very rugged look. This time hair looks much better and not like a wig. Maybe you noticed that he doesn't have scars, but keep in mind, this is the beginning of the short stories and Geralt's story in general. He doesn't have all the scars then. Even some of the scars in the video game were added by CDPR to actually just, how would I say, show that the character went through a lot because, you know, the video games take place after the books. Now let's take a look at the armor. Holy crap, it's good. Again, I was afraid of how the armor is going to fit, especially after those Nilfgaardian ones that were not good, but the costume team did one hell of a job on this, especially now that it's color graded and actually filmed with a camera and real DSLR under right conditions and not by paparazzi. I like the small metal dots, and the armor is actually realistic and something you would see someone carry in that universe. It makes sense for mobility and protection. Next up is the sword. I can't really determine if this is steel or silver sword. The handle definitely points out that this might be a silver one, again not confirmed. This makes more sense, in my opinion, if it's a steel sword, because in the books, he doesn't carry two swords at the same time and all the time. He usually leaves the silver sword on Roach because not all monsters need it, just a selected few. In the video game, most monsters, beasts actually required a silver sword, but in the books it doesn't go that way because a sword is going to cut. Only a selected few monsters and beasts that are actually strong require a silver one, so I wouldn't be surprised if in, the season 1 he actually takes the silver sword from Roach and actually uses it for some monsters, not all. But overall the sword design is amazing, armor looks great, makeup honestly no problems with it. Now let's go to our second most popular character, Ciri. Ciri in the books is still young and not the amazing fighter you have in the games. I mean, she can fight, but not to the extent you have in video games. Her looks completely lore friendly, and honestly, she was always a good casting. The eyes, the hair, all really well done. And also, Freya Allan has to really do a tough job of portraying Ciri as a character. It's not going to be easy, but so far everything we see from these shots on their Instagram page, it doesn't look bad at all, honestly. It also says on her photo, I'm looking for Geralt of Rivia, do you know him? So there's definitely going to be some hide and seek in the first season, and we can definitely confirm that they are going to meet in the season 1. And the last but not the least is Yennefer. This casting was probably the most controversial one. I still have to see the acting part, not just from her but also from Henry and Freya. As Yennefer is described, raven hair, violet eyes, all of that is present. The costume is well done, definitely lore friendly, but so far I am not disappointed. Keep in mind, I know that people expected somewhat of a more armor ready for battle, but at the same time, sorceresses usually carry dresses that make them look good. That's the point of them. Like, you don't have every single sorceress carry the battle costume all the time. Even Yennefer was carrying nice clothing, and honestly what they designed for Yennefer in the Netflix adaptation, this looks really goddamn good. Also, we have the logos. The Witcher one is a combination of Ciri's, Yennefer's and Geralt's. Just by this we can notice that they will be the most important characters in the first season, mostly because season 1 is an introductory season. That is why the other sword and the scars might come later. Keep in mind, this is not going to end on season 1. This will run for some time. There is also a quote of the show: "The worst monsters are the ones we create," which is definitely interesting. I wonder how much is this connected with Vilgefortz and the bunch, or are we going to see, like, if they're going to introduce some of the main villains in the first season, or actually wait for longer. And I'm certain that we are getting the trailer soonish. Well, not now, but sometimes in the future, definitely a couple of months before release. I kind of expect that, but stay tuned for that. As soon as it's out, I'm going to analyze it, share it on my social media, so just follow me up there, you're never going to miss it. Honestly, Freya Allan as Ciri looks really promising, Geralt as well, Yennefer also. Now it's the acting and writing part that I'm looking forward to. Hopefully that also lives on, because this can definitely become a really well made and good show. And honestly, after all this craziness of if the show is gonna be good and bad, finally we have photos. We have something that is actually showing us how the final product is going to look like. And I always said, wait for the final product, you're not going to be disappointed, and honestly, I am not. But hey, tell me down below, what do you think about this? Do you like this? Do you dislike this? And also smash that like and subscribe button for more Netflix The Witcher news, and join our amazing community on Twitter and Discord. LKM signing out, and stay classy everyone. Bye bye.